A simple rasam recipe which is fail-proof and will be perfect every time you try. 2 rice and ripe tomatoes, 1 green chili, few curry leaf, some coriander leaf, some salt, rasam powder which is very important. This is homemade and I'll tag the link below. Some hing, tamarind extract, turmeric and 1 cup of water. I'm using an earthenware but you can use any vessel. I'm going to hand crush these. I'm just cutting these open so that it doesn't splash open, and I'll split the green chilies, add it in this container. I'll also use the stem of the coriander leaves, add it in here, and half of the curry leaf. Now add about half a teaspoon of hing. I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of rasam powder. This rasam powder is very simple, very flavorful. And how to measure tamarind has always been a question in people's mind. Now if you have ready-made tamarind paste, just use 1 tablespoon of it, add it in this bowl. Now because I just soak the tamarind and I keep it in the fridge, I'm using 1.5 tablespoon. It also depends on how sour the tomatoes are. So just taste a little piece of tomato. If it's very sour, use little less. And once or twice when you make it, you'll get the hang of it. Add about half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. And now I'm going to start to crush all this in this vessel. By crushing this, the juices it releases along with the stem of the coriander and the curry leaf, it is just unbelievably tasty. This process is also very simple and you can make it especially when you're traveling. You don't need much ingredients. Just carry some rasam powder and you should be fine. I have added the 1 cup of water, and now most importantly I want you to taste this liquid. It should be a tad bit salty and just a tad bit more sour. That will be perfect, especially when we are going to finish the rasam. I have added 1 more cup of water, so totally 2 cups of water have gone in. Now I've put it on the gas stove, taste it again, and all the flavors should be exactly how I've told you. Turn on the gas and let it start to boil on a rolling boil for about 4 to 5 minutes. When you complete mixing everything without turning on the gas, the taste should be almost like it's a rasam when you serve. And that's when you know that after it cooks down, we'll add some more water. It'll come out to be in a perfect taste. Now the rasam has been boiling for about 4 minutes. I have kept the heat on medium-low flame. And at this stage, I'm going to add 1 more cup of water. And after this, reduce the heat to a low. And when it starts to foam on top, that's when we will add the balance of coriander and curry leaf, and I'll also give a simple tadka. Tadka for rasam is always in ghee, at least in my house. So just a teaspoon of ghee. Once it melts, I will add about half a teaspoon of mustard seeds and half a teaspoon of cumin seeds. Roast it till it pops well and pour it on top of the rasam. For a little smoky flavor, I'm also adding 1 dry red chili. Just break it in 2 and add it in there. Rasam is almost done. I'm going to add the balance of coriander and curry leaf for garnish and 1 teaspoon of ghee and cover it up. It'll seal all the flavors and it is ready to serve. Along with rasam, today I am preparing some chena karanga, which is elephant yam. This is going to be a roasted sabji and it is best served with rasam and rice. So in a kadai, I have taken about 3 tablespoons of oil. This is peanut oil. Once it's hot, I've added half a tablespoon of mustard seed and 1 tablespoonful of urad dal. Once it is nicely roasted and the mustard seeds have popped, I've added the fresh yam which I found today, and every time I find it in the market I don't miss an opportunity to prepare this sabji. Add salt to taste, and along with this I'm also adding some turmeric and about quarter teaspoon of hing and some curry leaf. Mix it well, keep the flame on medium low and cook it covered. Cover and cook the yam for about 4 minutes at a time. Do this for about 3 to 4 times till the yam is completely cooked. You'll see that it will have nice and crispy edges and it will not even absorb any oil. This is very important because elephant yam is a tough root vegetables and it takes a little time to cook, unlike the potatoes. This is a Kerala delicacy and I personally love this elephant yam. Usually we buy frozen, but once or twice in a year we find it fresh, and this is one such opportunity. So I have checked, now the yam is completely cooked. You can just use the tip of the ladle and cut through, it will easily tear open. Now here for seasoning I'm adding chili powder and a little bit of pepper. It really adds a lot of taste in this curry. Add this, saute it well. Saute it till you want to crisp up the yam. I'm just going to keep it a little crisp, a little soft. That is the texture I like. And just roast it on a low flame till you're ready to serve. I'm just going to add one more sprig of fresh curry leaf and toss it and turn off the gas. The chene fry is ready to serve. The rasam is ready to serve. Let's put together our lunch plate. Take a portion of the chene fry, a portion of hot rice, a little bit of banana chips and a bowl full of fresh rasam. This rasam will not disappoint you. Enjoy this recipe, like and subscribe my channel and let me know how this turned out for you.